Hello my dear viewers, welcome to my channel. My name is Malena and on this channel we are talking about femininity, sophistication and everything that has to do with being a sophisticated feminine woman. In this video I would like to give you some tips on how to cultivate femininity in your daily life and how to be more feminine and be more in your feminine energy. Even if you are living in a very masculine environment or if you have a job that requires lots of masculine energy, there are some things that you can integrate in your daily life to improve your femininity. And we will start with number one, which would be practice receiving activities. This is my first tip because it's easy to integrate. I've also made a video on it. Take a look where I give you lots of examples about feminine receiving activities. But what I would suggest is that once a week or maybe twice a week, you just take a time only for yourself and pamper yourself. Meaning either you get a massage or you get a facial or you get your nails done, or maybe you get your feet done, or you just take a bubble bath in your home and make a nice face mask, listen to some music, light some candles. So just do something in which the only thing that you will do is receive. And this is something that will help you to calm down and get more into your feminine energy and cultivate your feminine energy, because after this purely receiving activity, you will feel very much in your feminine energy, much more than before. Number two, practice being in your body. And being in your body is also a very feminine thing. But I would divide it in being in your body physically and being in your body emotionally. Being in your body physically would include practicing a hobby that is a very feminine hobby or sport. You are using a lot of feminine energy. The typical or the best sportive hobby or activity would be, for example, dancing, or also yoga, meditation, sensual and flowy activities. Of course, there are very feminine sports or activities such as belly dance. I think this is so extremely feminine that it's purely feminine, because you move your body, you are physically sensual with your body, you are using all your feminine attributes, your hips, your breasts, your belly movement that makes you feel really feminine. I promise you, if you haven't tried, do it. And this also applies to all the sensual dances that I'm also teaching, for example, kizomba, bachata, salsa. So the feminine part, or the following part, which following is also a feminine activity, a feminine energy, is very feminine. So it will make you feel a lot in your body when you move, when you feel the music, when you feel the rhythm. And this is our goal. So try to do it once a week. Maybe you go to a dance class. Maybe you start practicing belly dance. Maybe you just do yoga if this is more your thing. Most of us would like to do sports, but there are sports that are cultivating more masculine energy, such as, for example, the martial arts, even running. That are, of course, also good for our body. But if you struggle with feminine energy, I would advise you to practice a feminine sport such as dancing, and do it maybe once a week so that you have a routine and slowly get more and more your physical feminine energy. Number three, now I will tell you how to be more in your body emotionally. So as women, we often feel a lot. Most of us women are very emotional. When we are sad, when we are angry, when we are happy, we feel it very strongly. But not all of us are aware of how those emotions really feel in our body. So the next time when you experience a negative or a positive emotion, for example, when you are angry or sad, just try to locate this feeling in your body. Where is it? Where do you feel this sadness? Where do you feel this disappointment? How does it manifest? Or your happiness? Where do you feel it? Maybe you feel that your stomach is contracting, or maybe you feel something strange in your throat. It's like very, very narrow, or maybe your heart hurts. For example, when I'm emotionally hurt, my heart hurts. It's literally. I feel like it's contracting, something, someone is like putting a stone on it. So those would be feeling emotions in your body, which is a very, very, very feminine energy thing. And when you're happy, how does it feel? Maybe you feel a light feeling in your head or even in your heart. Really try to feel the emotions in your body. Practice this when you have the next emotion, either when something happened at work, for example. Try to really get into this feeling and feel it in your body. And oftentimes, after feeling this feeling in your body and what it does with your body intensely, the feeling goes away. You have felt it in your body, you have felt what it does physically with you. And then when it goes away, you also feel how everything relaxes and how this feeling in your body goes away. So this might also help with letting feelings go. Tip number 4, increase feminine energy in your surroundings. Even when you are living in a very masculine surrounding, in a very busy, stressful city, or in a very ugly place area from the outside, you can still put effort into your nearest environment, meaning in your apartment, for example, your room, and decorate it, make it more feminine. You see, I also have lots of flowers, lots of pink in my environment because I really love that and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel feminine and safe. You can add flowers to your environment. You can make your environment nice and tidy. You can put feminine colors. You can use pillows, fluffy materials, textures, different textures, play with accessories, furniture. So there is a lot that you can do in order to create this beautiful feminine environment for yourself. And then when you come back from work, where you maybe had to use your masculine energy a lot, be very efficient, disciplined, very organized, structured, and provide a lot, then you come back into your beautiful feminine paradise and you will just let go all the masculine energy behind you and you will be in your beautiful feminine place. And even if you are, for example, living with someone, you can still have one place for you that you make extra feminine. It can even be just like a small part of the apartment that is just for you, or a small room for the feminine goddess, your feminine temple. And now tip number 5, practice femininity also in your behavior, especially with men, because the men are of course the masculine part. And although in those Western countries, masculine and feminine energy is oftentimes mixed a lot in both genders. And I wouldn't consider this very beneficial for the romantic relationships on the long term. But unfortunately, it is like that. And many men have lost their masculine energy, and many women have lost their feminine energy and have become very masculine, while men have become quite feminine. So what you can do as a woman is, when you are out with a man or with men, you can just behave femininely, and this will also not force, but it will inspire the masculine energy in them more. For example, especially when you enjoy being treated like a lady, when you like its gentleman gestures, such as helping you, opening the door for you, helping you in your jacket, helping you with heavy things, with carrying something heavy, or helping you with things that require some strength. such as opening a jar or opening a bottle. Of course, we can do them ourselves, or most of us. Okay, I am not very good in opening jars, but I mean, theoretically, I could do it. But when there is a man nearby, I rather give this task to the man. And I think that even if the man doesn't really notice it consciously, I think inside of him it makes him feel good, because he did something for me, for the woman, and that means that he's in the masculine energy. This moment he practiced his masculine energy. It's something good for both of us. I feel in my feminine, he feels in his masculine, and this is a benefit for both. And when you are, for example, out and you're going to a restaurant, I see, especially in Germany, many women are just going straight and opening their doors and doing everything by themselves. And the men are not really used anymore to being a gentleman, in contrast to countries where it's very much common that a man, for example, is a gentleman, such as Poland, the country where I was born. I noticed that the men are much more chivalrous than in Germany. But in Germany there are also chivalrous men. But what I want to say is that not that it's just the fault of the man. Of course, there are men that have not been educated well in this area, or maybe they are too lazy to be a gentleman, to open a door, to help a lady. Maybe they are not attentive. But most men have just unlearned it, because actually it's in their DNA to be supportive and to be helpful. Unfortunately, because of those very feminists, feminism is a good thing actually with regard to rights, but with regard to romantic relationships and feminine behavior, masculine behavior, it's not so good, because many women think that it's weak, or it shows weakness to not to let the door be opened for you, or to let a man help you in the jacket. But it's not like that. In the romantic man-woman relationship, there should be polarity. Polarity is very, very important for sexuality, for romanticism, for relationships, for romantic relationships. And those small things, they really make a woman feel good. And I think that they also make the man feel good when the woman feels good. So instead of going straight into a restaurant and opening the door for yourself, for example, just wait in front of the door. Let the man open it. Let him solve the problem. Be a little bit more passive when getting your coat or your jacket. Maybe he will notice and help you in the jacket. Or maybe you can even give him a hint and, oh, maybe can you hold it, please? And then he helps you in the jacket, and then you are happy and thankful and say, oh, thank you. I feel like a princess. I feel so cared for. This is, a beautiful feeling. And I don't think that the man will feel bad by doing this. Maybe if he's not a gentleman by nature, it will be a little bit work for him, maybe unnecessary work, but I'm very sure that inside, in the end, it will make him feel good, even if he doesn't notice it consciously in the beginning. So just remember those things. When you have something that you can give a man to help you with, do it. Don't struggle yourself. Don't struggle with this jar. Don't struggle with this heavy bag. Show your weakness in this case. Show your softness, your femininity. You are the feminine. You are the softness. You are the receiver. And you can practice this when you are together with a masculine. And even if the man is not very masculine by nature, your behavior can inspire his masculinity to come out a little bit. Allow the man to be masculine and allow yourself to be feminine. So those were my tips for practicing femininity in daily life and for becoming more feminine in masculine environments. And I hope this was helpful for you. I would be very happy when you give me a thumbs up, because it also shows me that you are enjoying my content. It helps me grow a little bit. And of course, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!